The war in Ukraine is still raging. March 29th, 2026, and on the Lyman front, Ukraine's Signum Battalion isn't letting up. FPV drones are in the air, and Russian infantry are in their sights. Watch this first strike. The soldier runs. He changes direction, pushes hard, doing everything right. It doesn't matter, because this is what the front line looks like in 2026. Drone after drone, engagement after engagement. Russian soldiers scrambling for cover that doesn't exist. Behind a tree, inside a trench, flat against the ground. It buys seconds at best. On this battlefield, the sky is never empty, and nowhere stays safe for long. Take a close look at the soldiers facing these FPV drones. The desperation is clear. They try to hide in unusual places, behind debris, inside ruins, anywhere they can. But it doesn't matter. The drones still find them. There's no real defense, no proper cover, and most of them don't even have the right weapons to bring the drones down. They can't fight back. They can only wait and hope not to be seen. But on this battlefield, that hope doesn't last long. So think about it. If you had no way to stop a drone, what would you do? A Russian soldier hiding inside an iron pipe was spotted. A drone launched an attack. The soldier inside tried to stop the drone with his backpack. Take a look at this soldier, alone on the front line, moving without urgency. He has no idea he's being watched. High above, Ukrainian drones are already tracking him. This is the 414th Magyar Birds unit. And for this strike, they don't rely on just one drone. They're coordinating, waiting, watching every step. The soldier keeps walking, unaware of what's coming. Seconds pass, then something changes. He senses it, looks up. He's been spotted. Panic sets in. He tries to react, searching for cover. His focus locks onto the drone in front of him, but that's exactly the trap. Because while he's distracted, another FPV drone is already closing in from behind. Fast, low, silent, no time to turn, no time to escape. And in that moment, it's already over. Now, a soldier is spotted inside a small shack. He knows the drone is there, but he doesn't come out. He stays inside, hoping it will pass. The drone hovers above. Then, it starts dropping grenades. One hit, then another. The structure begins to break apart. Still, he refuses to leave. No movement, no escape. Just waiting. Inside. But the strikes keep coming. And after several hits, the shack is completely destroyed. Ukraine's 414th Unmanned Attack Aviation Brigade is conducting reconnaissance in the Donetsk region using an FPV drone. Soon, it will spot a Russian soldier. But first, take a look at the state of the front lines. An area stretching for hundreds of kilometers has been reduced to ruins. Did you see that Russian soldier? He's standing motionless among the bushes. He decided not to move because he realized the drone was about to attack. But that decision wasn't enough to save him. Ukrainian drones, similar to smaller version of Shahed, continue to attack Ust-Luga in Russia. Ukrainian drones just reached Ust-Luga, and this is what it looks like from above. Ust-Luga is one of Russia's largest petroleum export hubs on the Baltic Sea, handling around 700,000 barrels of oil per day. Natural gas, crude oil, coal, fertilizers. For Russia, this port isn't just infrastructure, it's war revenue.
ये जो धुआं दिख रहा भाई, तो भाई ये ड्रोन अटैक यूएसटी लूगा भाई, पोर्ट जो रसिया में, तो ये उसका है भाई.
This time, the target is a vehicle, a pickup truck hiding more than it seems. Inside, a Russian soldier and ammunition. The drone moves in, drops incendiary payloads directly onto the vehicle. One strike, then another. It doesn't take long. Flames begin to spread. The truck catches fire. And inside, there's no escape. In seconds, the situation turns into a trap. So think about it. If a vehicle becomes your only cover, is it really protection? Or just a target? No eyes in the sky, no artillery on target. And that's exactly the point. Ukraine's 57th Motor Rifle Brigade, named after Kostya Gordienko, has been systematically taking down Russian reconnaissance drones in the Vovchansk direction. 3 confirmed. An Orlan, a Zala, and a Supercam S-350. These aren't simple camera drones. Russian forces rely on systems like these to monitor troop movements, locate equipment, and identify critical infrastructure. The first link in a chain that often ends with artillery strikes. The explosion was visible from kilometers away. Ukraine's Fatum drone unit was working the Lyman direction, and what they found was worth the wait. A Russian logistics hub and an ammunition depot sitting together, waiting to be hit. 5 motorcycles, a supply truck, and the entire ammunition stockpile gone. When the depot went up, the detonation lit up the sky for dozens of kilometers around. That's not just a strike, that's a supply chain collapsing in real time. When a single drone operation can trigger an ammunition depot explosion visible from kilometers away, how vulnerable is Russia's frontline logistics to this kind of precision targeting? 3 of Russia's most powerful rocket artillery systems gone in a single night. In Crimea, near Sovkhozhne, Ukrainian unmanned forces strike a key Russian position. The target? A base housing BM-30 Smerch and Tornado S systems. Within moments, the attack hits. 3 multiple rocket launches. Destroyed. Along with a transport loading vehicle. 1 operation. Multiple critical losses. And it doesn't stop there. In the Luhansk region, near Novosvitlivka, more strikes follow. Ukrainian drones, working in coordination with SBU intelligence on the ground, hit fuel storage tanks, setting them ablaze, disrupting supply lines, and weakening operations even further. Now here's why this matters. The Smerch and Tornado S aren't just artillery. They're some of the most powerful rocket systems in use. A single BM-30 Smerch can launch all 12 of its 300mm rockets in just 38 seconds, striking targets up to 90 kilometers away. That's massive firepower, gone in one night. So think about it. If systems this powerful can be destroyed so quickly, how secure are any high-value targets anymore? A Russian reconnaissance and sabotage group slipped into the rear area near Ivanivka, Donetsk Oblast. Their goal? Establish a foothold, create pressure from behind the lines. They didn't see the tank coming. A Ukrainian tank crew moved into position fast and opened fire before the group could dig in. The strike broke their momentum instantly. Then infantry moved in behind, clearing the area, finishing the job. Ukraine's 4th separate operational brigade coordinated both armor and infantry seamlessly in real time. No foothold was established. Mission failed. This is not a long-range artillery duel. This is point blank. A Ukrainian tank from the 1st Assault Regiment, Da Vinci, moves directly toward Russian pillboxes in the Zaporizhzhia direction. Occupied positions, infantry inside, and the tank closes the distance until there's almost nothing left between the barrel and the target. Then it fires. One position after another. No room for error on either side. Which makes what this crew is doing all the more remarkable. Driving toward fortified positions at close range in a tank that's visible to every weapon on that line. Cold nerves, precise execution. That's everything for today. But before you go, here's where things stand as of March 29th, 2026. Over the past week, Russian forces actually lost 4 square miles of Ukrainian territory, a significant shift from the previous period where they were gaining ground. Small numbers on a map, but on a front line measured in meters, every shift matters. Meanwhile, the drone war continues to expand beyond the front line. Since January, Ukraine has launched over 110 drone strike packages against targets inside Russia, hitting energy infrastructure, ammunition depots, and military production facilities. This war is not slowing down, it is evolving. faster than most conflicts in history ever have. If you made it this far, drop a comment. Tell us which clip stood out to you today. And if you're new here, subscribe. We cover this conflict as it happens. No agenda, just the footage and the facts. See you in the next one.